and welcome to Astrology for the People. This is an energy forecast. We touch on what the planets are doing, but it's much more about how we can work with that in our personal growth to ride with the cosmic tides rather than against them. This is the forecast for the full moon on Friday the 20th of March at 7:37 p.m. So we're going to have a look at the last couple of weeks and what's in store and how we can work with the energies over the next couple of weeks to make the most of this exciting time. I'm so glad you're here. Mwah, welcome. Okay, so wow, it's been a really big couple of weeks. It's been huge. We had this Uranus-Mars conjunction that I spoke about in the last video, and we also had the last of 7 Uranus-Pluto squares, which is a 1 in 80 year event, this series of squares that took place. What does that mean? Well, basically we've had breakups, we've had breakdowns, and we've had breakthroughs as well. It's been quite a fiery time. There's been, things blowing up that kind of came out of nowhere. I'm like, where did that come from? Like, random things coming to the surface, whether it's a fight with a partner or whether it's, leaving a job, or there's been some really, really sudden stuff going on and a lot of emotions running high. There's also been a lot of fear coming up for some people because we're really getting moved into this time now where we're being asked to let go and really cleanse ourselves of this whole last period. Things may have been said, things may have happened, but we're coming to the end of a cycle now. We're coming to the end of a big cycle now. Once in 19 years, really. This is not just a new moon, and it's not just a solar eclipse, which it is. It's also a supermoon, and it's in the last degree of Pisces. So it is a powerful, powerful time. I'm really glad to be getting this to you. So just to touch on kind of what's coming up now and what we're moving into. In coming to the end of this cycle, it's, among other things, it's the end of the astrological new year last year. The new year is on Saturday. So that's the equinox. The sun goes into Aries, and we've got this eclipse on Friday night in the last degree of Pisces. So anything that you would do on a new year, now's really more so the time to do it. The whole collective energy is really supportive of this at the moment. There's going to be a strong opportunity for intention setting on Saturday and Sunday and Monday around what we really want to create for the next 12 months. Before that happens, however, there's a cleansing and a letting go that needs to take place. So this is showing up in a variety of ways. There can be the real internal letting go. So these are maybe an unrealistic dream or some outdated ideals or some belief systems that just aren't serving us anymore. We're really getting encouraged to let these go. It's time. It may be an addiction, it may be a pattern of behavior that we've just been hanging on for too long. And it's like, okay, what do we want to do now? Can we let this go? How much do we care about ourselves? How much do we really want to create something beautiful over the next 12 months? And then there's the outside, there's the structures that we actually create in the world, be it a relationship or a living environment or a job. This stuff is going to start to fall away as well if it's not serving us. And the decision and the choice that we're faced with in that is, do we want to really step into that and embrace that change, or do we want to fight it? And it's if we fight it and if we try and hang on to structures that they're ready to fall away. It's like fruit that's ready to drop from a tree. The time is so ripe right now. And we can try and hang on to that, but it's still going to fall and it's just going to create more suffering for us. So I really encourage you to just allow what needs to fall away, and really kind of connect to yourself and your heart in that, and find your center from that place. Find the contentment from the inside out. And then start to build new structures. So this is the exciting part, because coming into this equinox, we really do have an opportunity to Firstly, ground and connect with our sense of maturity and our need for structure and boundaries. Saturn is asking us to do this, which is why I'm, being quite detailed around that. There's a really strong trine in this new moon chart to Saturn, so we're being encouraged to use that as our tool to see us through this, our sense of discipline, our sense of groundedness. Put on our adult pants and try and adult. This is a great meme, I'll have to share that with you guys. And yeah, so to really step into that discipline, to really step into that sense of maturity within ourselves, and then decide, okay, what do we want to create in place of these structures that have fallen away? What do we want to create? And as the veils of illusion get torn away, saying, okay, wow, okay, well, this is the truth of the situation. This is really what's going on. I'm not going to lie to myself anymore. I'm not going to put my head in the sand. I'm going to look at what I've got in front of me, and I'm going to look at what choices I have, and then I'm going to make that choice. And then I'm going to own that choice and the consequences of that choice. It's not a light time. That's one thing it's not. And I'm excited to be getting these videos too now. And on the other hand, I kind of wish that I could just be like, oh, it's beautiful and the world is beautiful, and get outside and smell the flowers. And yeah, definitely get outside and smell the flowers. But while you're out there, put your feet on the earth and take a deep breath, because there is so much going on. It's immensely powerful, and we're really getting faced with big opportunities now. And I want every one of you who wants to really feel empowered enough to step into that and start creating amazing, amazing things. The 12 months that are ahead of us now are so full of possibility and potential. It is immensely, immensely exciting. But this is almost like a rite of passage. Like this is, it's been such a powerful time this last bit. Stuff's happened, things have been said. Now it's time to really wipe the slate clean. We're getting a full cosmic reboot over this weekend. And I really encourage you to step into it and do everything you can to support it rather than fighting it. So, get in the shower, get the sea salt out, scrub it off, let it go, swim in the ocean, free yourself of what's been, and then go, okay, what do I need to leave behind me if I want to be who I want to be? And then stick to that. As hard as it is sometimes, as much as temptation arises, yeah, it's absolutely the perfect time to be making these intentions, and we're going to get tested on them. And that's what creates the strength of character, and that's what creates the determination and the perseverance that really makes it something worthwhile. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's almost like, yeah, we do have to work hard for some stuff. So there's kind of a lot going on in and around that. Things are gonna level out a bit. Give it, when we see the end of the month tick over and we start to head into April, things are gonna slow down a little bit. It'll get a bit more stable, because at least, everything's kind of been burned to the ground. Now we've got a solid foundation to build on, yeah. I'm not gonna mess you guys around. Everyone's having a wild time at the moment, and figure better to be straight up about that. So what else did I want to lay on the table for you? That's the bulk of it. The other side that I did just want to touch on though is with this Saturn-Neptune square, while I'm being quite, adamant about the importance of structures and maturity, I'm very much embracing the Saturn side of this at the moment, even though it gets a bad rep with the Saturn return, if you've heard of that. It's like, yeah, it's heavy, but it's from that, there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of groundedness. But the other side to this Saturn-Neptune square is kind of being able to dream and not getting too caught up in our self-imposed limitations. And it reminds me of a Richard Bach quote that I wrote down when I was brainstorming for this, which is, argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours. And I feel like what that really says is we limit ourselves so much. It's like, yeah, we need to let go of any unrealistic dreams, but at the same time, we need to be careful not to get too black and white. Like, what if it was possible? What if that little part of ourselves that said, oh no, I couldn't do that, just went to sleep for a little while, and all of a sudden we just were able to connect a bit with, what if I could? What if anything was possible? What if we really could create the life that we dream of? And and just really, you know, be happy and have beautiful relationships. And what if that was possible? You know, what would it take to create that? How can I start taking steps in that direction rather than getting kind of caught in this box that's been painted with our fears that says, oh no, it's not possible, I'll just settle for what I have, or oh no, I couldn't be that happy, I'll just, you know, deal with what I've got and not try too hard and just kind of try and fly under the radar. It's like, fly under the radar all you want, but don't sell yourself short. And that's, you know, that's a big message at this time as well. It's like, yeah, get real and then dream big. Actually, I really like that. Get real and then dream big. I feel like that is very much the mantra for this eclipse coming up. I was inspired by another astrologer who has played a huge part of my journey. He has mantras every week. I'm not gonna steal that. But yeah, this week, get real and then dream big. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, it's exciting to be able to do this. It did take me a couple of goes to get it to work this time. Outside this afternoon was hilarious. If you thought last week was bad, I couldn't send out the video that happened outside this afternoon. A dog burst into the yard. I think 3 planes went over. But yeah, cool. So hang in there and yeah, set some strong intentions. Let go, cleanse, wash it away. Wash away what's been and decide what you want to come next. I'll be back in 2 weeks. We've got a lunar eclipse in 2 weeks, so I'll keep you posted. So much love. See you later, guys.